In today's video, we're diving into a chilling story from Sao Paulo, Brazil, where a former member of one of the country's most powerful criminal gangs was gunned down at Guarulhos Airport. Antônio Vinicius Gritzbach, a businessman with ties to the notorious Primeiro Comando da Capital, or PCC, he had turned on the gang to cooperate with authorities, but his decision came at a deadly price. Stay tuned as we uncover the shocking details behind his assassination and what it reveals about the global reach of organised crime and what this has to do with crypto. Hi everybody and welcome again to the latest episode of Enter Crypto with me, Chris Kenyon. Now, just days ago, Antônio Vinicius Gritzbach, who is a Brazilian businessman with a background in cryptocurrencies, was shot and killed in broad daylight at Sao Paulo's Guarulhos Airport. Now, his crime was turning his back on one of Brazil's most powerful and feared criminal organisations by the name of the Primeiro Comando da Capital, also known as the PCC. Now, Gritzbach's story is one of both audacity and danger. He was once deeply involved in PCC's financial operations, and Gritzbach wasn't just a minor player. He was reportedly a key figure, entrusted with handling massive amounts of the gang's money. Known for his expertise in cryptocurrency, he was a crucial part of a scheme that helped the PCC launder millions. Now, as some of you might know, crypto, with its fast, hard-to-trace transactions, has become an ideal tool for criminal groups around the world, and the PCC certainly took advantage of this. But recently, Gritzbach made a life-changing decision. He entered into a plea bargain with Brazilian prosecutors, agreeing to hand over critical documents and provide details on PCC's secretive operations. He even promised to help authorities locate other PCC members, and in exchange, prosecutors were ready to offer him leniency, which was a reduced sentence for his crimes and a potential judicial pardon. But with this decision came a deadly price. Because after Gritzbach agreed to collaborate, he began receiving death threats, which was a stark reminder of PCC's reach and reputation. And this is a gang known for dealing with traitors with ruthless efficiency. Now, still, Gritzbach seemed determined to follow through with his cooperation with authorities until one day at the airport. Surveillance footage captured this horrifying moment where two men, hooded and armed with submachine guns, stepped out of a car and started firing outside the airport terminal. Gritzbach obviously was caught off guard and he dropped his bag and tried to run, but obviously he didn't get far. The gunman apparently fired several rounds, hitting him repeatedly. Now, he collapsed at the scene and then died shortly after. The chaos of this whole attack as it played out actually left three other people injured, three innocent people, as onlookers have been scrambled for cover and security officers have moved in to secure the area. Authorities quickly dispatched additional officers to the airport and the surrounding area just to prevent any further violence, because I'm pretty sure nobody at this moment knew what was going on or what was happening at the time. And so it kind of begs the question, though, what was it about Gritzbach's role that made him such a high-profile target? And to understand this, we've got to look at the gang in particular that he was working with, the Primeiro Comando da Capital. This organisation began in the early 1990s as a group focused on protecting prison inmates, believe it or not. But over the past few decades, it's grown into an international criminal powerhouse. And today, the PCC is heavily involved in drug trafficking, mainly focusing on the international cocaine trade. And Sao Paulo's organised crime task force estimated just last year even that the PCC makes close to $1 billion, that's $1 billion US, annually from its cocaine operations alone. So this isn't just some little local gang, this is $1 billion enterprise with connections reaching far, far, far beyond Brazil. This gang has, an extensive network of operatives and alliances. For instance, reports indicate that they have over 1,000 associates operating in Lisbon, in Portugal. And in addition to drug trafficking, the PCC is involved in a wide array of criminal activities, from money laundering to weapons smuggling. And Gritzbach's expertise in crypto made him this kind of perfect asset for the PCC, helping them manage and conceal their financial flows more effectively in this, in what we're in now, this digital age. Now, as you can imagine, turning on such a powerful organisation like this is, to say the least, a very, very dangerous move. Gritzbach's attempt to cooperate with authorities was seen as a direct threat to PCC's operations, and so for them, it wasn't just about silencing this guy, it was actually about protecting their billion-dollar empire and what they were running. And so Gritzbach's assassination was meant to send this sort of brutal message to anyone else. It wasn't just about punishing him, but actually sending a message to everybody else and anybody else who might also be considering turning into an informant. And for law enforcement, his cooperation will have been a chance to finally get a clearer picture of the PCC's complex financial web, because they're obviously trying to keep everything secretive, and certainly when it comes to the police and the authorities anyway. And the police will have been hoping that maybe even bring down a few of these key members of the organisation. But that chance was extinguished the moment Gritzbach was killed. And, this killing highlights how challenging it is sometimes for authorities to infiltrate these types of gangs, dismantle these types of criminal organisations that have this type of reach and resources. And so that's what I've got for you today, guys. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click on that notifications bell so that you don't miss out on any future updates. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.